Moods in organ and reveries in verse, and you have words with music. Hilton Spaninger is CO of the music department, and this is Paulie Connell to take over the words. Oh, movie producers, be wise and shorten the roster of buys. We like to know who is the author, the star, and also who most of the characters are and who's directing. But we are objecting to half of a reel full of buys with names of an army of guys. To buys giving multitudes personal credit, buys for the people who cut and who edit, buys for the gag men who strive for a laugh, buys for the boys of the carpenter's staff, buys for the caterers feeding the actors, buys for the plumbers and building contractors, costumes by Benson and curtains by Stone, stockings by Jensen and corsets by Cone, film by the Celluloid Company Inc., furniture furnished by Farrell and Fink, lighting by Houses and fixtures by Gollum, wiring and fuses by whatchamacallum, close-ups by Wattses, and shots at a distance by You Gives a Damn and a bunch of assistants. Movie producers, oh, please have a heart. Cut down the credits and let the show start. Cinema goers, we beg to advise, do not buy tickets for long lists of buys. Lessen the bylines that weary the eye. Shorten the buys, or we'll bid you goodbye. You've heard the long parade and all the voices that cry out against it. Some of our own and one that's not our own and never will be while we're still the people. And what do the people say? Well, you've just heard some questions and some answers. Not all, of course. No man can say that's all. A man's a humbug if he says that's all. But look in your own minds and memories and find out what you find and what you'd keep. It's time we did that, and it won't be earlier. I don't know what each one of you will find, what memory, what token, what tradition. It may be only half a dozen words carved on a stone, carved deeper in the heart. It might be all a life, but look and find it. Sun on Key West, snow on New Hampshire hills, warm rain on Georgia, and the Texas wind blowing across an empire, and all part, all one, all indivisible, and one can find it and keep it and hold on to it. For there's a buried thing in all of us, deeper than all the noise of the parade. The thing that the haters never understand and never will. The habit of the free. Myrtle, our turtle, is quite a recluse. She doesn't see all the troubles that's loose. Myrtle the turtle continues to loll, thinking, unblinking, of nothing at all. Life and its strife never cause her to stir. Worry can't flurry or aggravate her. Kings all may fall, a red riot may rule. Myrtle the turtle keeps perfectly cool. Myrt isn't hurt or disturbed by the noise. Deep is her sleep, and unshattered her poise. Strain on her brain she will always avoid. Myrtle the turtle is never annoyed. Peace without cease is what Myrtle possesses, far from the jar of life's struggles and stresses. Sure and secure and contented is Myrtle. Swell, but oh hell, but who would live like a turtle? Out of the flesh, out of the minds and hearts of thousand upon thousand common men, cranks, martyrs, starry-eyed enthusiasts, slow-spoken neighbors, hard to push around, women whose hands were gentle with their kids, and men with a cold passion for mere justice. We made this thing, this dream. This land unsatisfied by little ways, open to every man who brought goodwill. This peaceless vision groping for the stars, not as a huge devouring machine rolling and clanking with remorseless force over submitted bodies and the dead, but as live earth where anything could grow. Your crankiness, my notions, and his dream. Grow and be looked at, grow and live or die, but get their chance of growing in the sun. We made it, and we make it, and it's ours. We shall maintain it. It shall be sustained. Another program of Words with Music is rolled off the assembly line, and we better remind you that Hilton Spanninger has been at the organ, and you listen to the following bits of verse. Goodbye Byes, part of Listen to the People, Security, and another portion of Listen to the People. This is Paulie Connell saying goodbye for now. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio Service, the voice of information and education.